Hi there, this is Derek from Pacific Coast Auto in Japan. This is a Mitsubishi Delica Space Gear Super Exceed with a 3-liter V6 gasoline engine. It's a 2003, has 109,000 kilometers on it. It was bought from auction for export over to the Netherlands. This is a post-purchase inspection video. We're just going to go over the condition of the car, compare it to the vehicle's auction inspection sheet. This is bought on behalf of a customer. They request the car that we bid on based on this auction inspection sheet here, which I'll translate in just a sec. Just going to show you the gauges here. Currently at 109,080 kilometers. That is authentic mileage on this one. Okay, and this sport button, or the sport lamp there, is on. I believe it's stuck in sport position because the switch gear that usually switches it is in the regular center console, and it has been upgraded to an aftermarket center console here that no longer has that switch. And so, by the looks of it, it's stuck in the sport position, and that's a program for the automatic transmission. It allows for downshifts earlier. Okay, so auction inspection sheet here. It's a 2003 Delica Space Gear Super Exceed 3-liter engine, auction grade 4. Let's get that dinging to stop. Interior C. It's a one-owner vehicle with original alloy wheels, power steering, power windows, airbag. It's also sunroof. They didn't mention it, but this one has a sunroof, and then a whole bunch more sunroofs, and those all have electronic covers, and they all function properly. 109,005 at the time of auction. It's automatic transmission. While you can get these in manual, the manual transmission versions are very rare. It says the left rear sliding door doesn't work. And actually it's a broken handle. I'll go and show you on the other side. Electric folding mirrors don't work. Seat wear. Interior scratched and dirty. Various scratches and dents. Underside surface rust. And then if you look at the body, it's all quite good. It says front bumper Y1 and A2, and then rear bumper A2. I think the rear bumper has the biggest amount of damage on it, and I'll show you when we get around to that. Okay, so I find these engines to be fairly reliable. The timing belt has been changed on this one in 2018, according to this sticker down here, at 102,635 kilometers. The coolant looks good, the oil looks good, battery was also replaced at the same time. Okay, let's lower the hood. This is a Chuki model. Chuki meaning middle of the life, I guess. And so people know about the words Zenki and Koki sometimes when you're talking about Japanese cars, and that's early model and late model. It is unknown to a lot of people that there's such thing as a mid-model for cars. And so this one here, I guess you could kind of consider it the late model, but it's not really. I think they only had like 1 or 2 years of the very final model of these. And so with this one, you get different headlights, different front fascia, different interior appointments. It has the thicker carpet that normally would only come in the Royal Exceed, but has it in this one. So I'm a little bit confused. I guess it was possibly either an option or had become standard on the Super Exceed, which is a level below the Royal Exceed. Okay, lots of glass sunroofs, very cool. Typically you'll pay a little extra, maybe $500 or $1,000 more for getting that roof on it. This is a 7-seater captain's chair version, which would be the higher grade of the two. And then you can rotate those captain's chairs. More on that when we get to the interior. I like the mid-model. The late models you can identify because they have the BMW looking like a little dip right below each headlight. And it kind of gives it a 2-circle look. That's really the only thing that I know that's different on the late model. And we really don't sell too many of those because I believe the first year was like 2006 or 2007. Okay, so it comes with these stock fog lights, one yellow and one white for your different conditions. That's another stock front under bumper or bumper guard piece. The grille here is peeling, and then the Mitsubishi letters, some of them are peeling. It's common for those letters to go missing. It has this extra arrow piece. See this plastic piece that says Mitsubishi? I guess the idea is to help direct the air over the windshield. I know that Delicas have issues with corrosion right at the top of the windshield here, and this guard might actually help from that. I think what happens is the air comes up and it kind of pushes all of the air up, but then it kind of ends up hitting little bits of dust and rocks up there, which deteriorates the paint and then causes the corrosion. And the corrosion seems to be a bigger problem on this version with the crystal light roof. This one doesn't have any issues. As you can see, very good. Oh, this bolt is rusty. Time to get a new bolt. And has a spoiler and a rear mirror. Anyways, broken handle. The actual plastic of this handle has broke. If you take a peek in there, you can see the broken spot right down here at the bottom. You can still open it from the inside. You can't open it from the outside. It's completely broken. You might have luck taking it apart and just like using some sort of a plastic to kind of plastic weld it, but you might have more luck just replacing it. This one has an auto free step, which is pretty cool. When you open this door, this step will swing out to give you more ability to step on it. It's a gimmick more than anything, and you can turn it off if you want. Side panels are all crystal clear, and the paint, I mentioned this in the other video, is a lot clearer than it usually is on a Delica of this age. For some reason, some companies use cheaper paint than others. Mitsubishi's probably some of the cheapest paint, and it tends to go faded faster than other cars. And so one that's glossy leads me to believe that this one's been taken care of properly. Has had either ceramic coating on it or like properly waxed regularly. Here's the carpet I was talking about. See how it has that kind of like dinosaur scales like texture? Maybe that's the wrong word to use to describe it, but it is the higher end carpet. And these are flipped to the side seats if you like, and then captain's chairs, and oh my gosh, look at all that light coming in through the sunroofs. I hope you like vitamin D. Okay, corner sensors on the back, and the damage I was talking about, the A2. Have a look down here. So there's a big dent and a big scratch. Okay, this side, very nice, very nice, very nice, very nice, very nice, very nice. And let's see if we can find that crack on the front bumper, because I actually didn't find it. Look under here. There's a scratch here. There's a scratch here. Still not. Oh, found the crack. There it is. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to sell the car. There's a crack in the bumper. Just joking. Okay, to the interior. So, open it up. Very clean on the interior. It kind of looks like this car was owned by a dealer that had cleaned it up really nice for the purpose of reselling. Has possibly aftermarket plastic wood trim. Plastic wood trim? Yeah. And then wear on the seats. A pilling. Now you can get rid of this pilling by shaving, but be very careful because you can very, very easily rip a hole by shaving it. Okay. That's a lot of contrast here. We got light and dark, so it's difficult for my camera to figure things out. This, yeah, not my style. It would be my style if I wanted to make fun of myself, which I do sometimes, but still, I don't think I would want that. Steering wheel, very good. Has rubber mats. More of that wood trim. Often these kits come with this piece, the door pieces, and then surrounds for the handles. This one doesn't have any handle surrounds. Airbag there, airbag here. CD player. Cup holders are broken. Have a look. The cups just fall right through. There's supposed to be a handle on the bottom to kind of cup the bottom of the cup. And then has this. And this in here is temperature displays there. This one's your pitch and your roll. And then your battery voltage. AC works nice and well. 4-wheel drive. So you can have 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, or 4-wheel drive with a lock. Or 4-wheel drive with a low gear ratio and the lock. And the Hiace of this generation lost the low gear ratios, which to most people isn't a problem, but some people need that low gear ratios. And what that is different gear set, and it jumps it down so that you get a lot more power at slow speeds, I guess. That's the simple way of putting it. But if you're having troubles like having enough power to climb up something, if you're going off-roading, then this helps. Okay, the step hath cometh out. That's my mythological speaking. Has these little places to put your feet. It's quite cool. You can have it like that, or you can click it. It's not clicking. Maybe this one doesn't have any clicks. They could have changed it between the different types of seats. Anyways, you get to see how cool your parents are if you're sitting in the back. Alright. There's a cool fluorescent lamp in here. There's two of them, a white and an orange bulb. You can set them to different intensities. Seats are in good condition. Different controls for the rear AC. These seats come forward a lot and can also spin around. Sorry, K-Truck. And a pass through to get into the rear. That's the only way to get into the rear. You could move this seat forward and then tilt it up, but that requires a couple of things, whereas otherwise you can just come in and move back. And it's a 3-row. The back seats are completely usable by adults, so very nice. Okay, nice clean headliner here. You can close these one at a time if you want. It won't work with the key out, but you have 4 controls to either close or open as many as you want. The one control up at the front does all 4 at the same time. Delica. And so in the last probably 6 or 8 years, we've seen the price of the Delicas come up. And I don't think that they're going to be coming down anytime either. So if you do like the Delica, the sooner you can buy them, the better, it seems. Okay, there we have it. Of course, if you have any questions, let me know. But otherwise, thank you so much, and have a nice day.